All right. Is ATIS on 1 or 2?
Number 2.
Remarks.
This one you can hit that.
Freezing rain. Information not available. Laconia Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1453 Zulu. Wind 250 at 06. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -15 Celsius. Dew point -23 Celsius. Altimeter 3025. Remarks. Freezing rain. Information not available.
We're gonna want pitot heat on, right?
No, you don't need it. Only if you're in visible moisture.
All right.
Use this radio for the communication. It works better. 123.0. Oh, we want it on the top.
Oh, my bad.
There you go.
And brakes check.
Yep.
All right, takeoff briefing complete.
Yep, we can taxi to the run-up area now.
All right.
And on the throttle, you might have to reduce your power just a bit going down here. Engine should be relatively warm now. Okay, you gotta watch out for your wingtips with the snowbanks now. Most of these are fine, but it's just something that you don't usually have to worry about. Especially in a high wing, but now you do, because some of these snowbanks, as the winter goes, they're gonna get higher and higher. And be careful because it's icy. If you start to slip, you can pull back on the yoke to help slow down. And then if you get stuck, sometimes adding a little power will help, go nice and slow, but then you can add a little power to help turn yourself so you can get airflow in the rudder.
All right.
Mostly you just gotta go slow. Not too bad. You got some dry spots. Oh. I think there's some bare spaces over there, but when you're dealing with ice and you got to do a run up, if you just have ice, then you just got to give yourself a nice wide spot so you have a room to slide. I don't think you're going to have an issue here because you got lots of dry space right there. But then if you are on just all ice, that's what you do, is just do it like a float plane pilot. They don't have brakes, right?
Carb heat on.
Huh? Where are you?
Right here. It says carb heat on.
Oh, up here. Brakes, hold. Flight controls, free and correct, what you did on the ramp over there, mixture rich. That's where you have to pick up. Now. Bring it up just a little more. Like 17 to 1800.
Alright. And then want to check the mags.
Yep.
Get on here, but
Now you can do your carb heat. Yep, bring it all the way on. There you go. A little bit of a drop. That's fine. All the way back to idle. He has a carb. This thing he has a carb heat check with it, you know, at idle and carb heat on. I like to check it with it off, especially when it's cold like this. It should idle at 5 to 800 RPM.
Yep.
Then if it does that, even if you have the carb heat, it's not going to drop that much. It doesn't matter.
Columbia Bar Harbor 802.
But what I'm really interested in is if it's below the 500, especially in weather like this, means the engine's still too cold. You know, you have to
Can you
warm it
tell
up.
Leroy that I'll be there at about
Or the idle isn't
10:22.
set properly.
I say again 10:22 if he wants to.
Now normally,
unload the hangar to get me into the back.
Lycoming says you don't really have to worry about the oil temperature because when you roll down the runway, it'll warm up. But when you're dealing with single digits or colder, I like it to at least touch the green before we take off. We'll have a little time going down the taxiway, but we'll maybe just idle it just a little bit on the high side to help, and we'll double check that before takeoff and make sure it's at least touching the green.
alright.
Otherwise, it'll kind of hesitate on you.
And run-up's complete.
Okie doke. Lights. Strobe light.
Alright.
Good.
Do we want nav on or no?
Nah, don't bother. Bright day like this, you can't really see them. Then we can put Concord's information. If you go over here to waypoint, actually, before you even do that, we'll just plug in Concord, direct KCON.
How do I just
See the big cursor there?
Yep.
Turn the small number, or the small knob. Yep, there you go. Now turn the big one, flip it over, the little one to CON. Charlie, Oscar, November. And hit enter. One more. Good. The desired track is 204. You can set that in here. Okay. Now turn the big knob once over, and that brings you the waypoint page group, which has Concord's information in it. And turn the small knob, and you'll find the frequency list eventually. There's your runways. There it is. Okay, so Unicom is 122.7. Push that. It'll give you a cursor. You can scroll with the big knob and highlight 1227, then hit enter. That way you don't have to worry about putting in the wrong frequency by accident. And then the ASOS is 132.325. We can put that down there. Pull up to get the 2s and the 7s. Good. And then push it back in. And you can flip that right over because we're all done with Laconia's. Then just push and hold down the clear button. That'll bring you back to your normal screen. Okay. And now we can taxi.
Alright.
Oh, we better make sure we set that too.
To 204?
Looks like it's about a 255 maybe? Or 265?
Right, set.
Okay, we'll double check it again on the runway, but. Okay. It's gonna be a little icy as you're going around the corners here. Did you have a good New Year?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Just
yeah? Did you stay up till midnight?
Did, yep. Probably stayed up till like 2, actually.
Alright, so it's go nice and slow over here, minimal use of brakes. You might have to use some, but if it starts to skid, just pull back. Good, this looks pretty dry. Yeah, it's been awful. We had that, the day, the 23rd, December 23rd, we had that freezing rain, and this ramp was just like that much water with snow and then the freezing rain on top of it.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, and then they're trying to push it, and it just moving water everywhere. So they did what they could with it. Then of course we had that 8 inches of snow on Christmas Day. Yeah, Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. And then freeze. And the temperatures really haven't come up, so they had a pretty icy mess here for a long time. Excuse me.
Can they use salt at all on these?
Nope.
No.
Nope, not supposed to chemically treat it at all. Some airports will use, so they won't use salt. Some of them will use chemicals or even like calcium, like Manchester, the bigger airports will do that. In North Dakota, they use hot sand because the farmers don't like the salt, or even the or not salt, but the calcium.
Yep.
Or chemicals.
Huh.
Even this hot sand, they didn't really care for too much of that because it just ends up in,
all over, yeah.
Yeah, in their soil. So. Yeah, so there's not really much they can do. You can't really scrape it. Get damage to the pavement. If you get a little bit of temperature coming up and the sun, it will melt. Otherwise, it's mostly, I think, just erosion and evaporation from the wind. So we lost a bunch of jets trying to get in here, and they couldn't get in because there was a patch between Foxtrot and Echo of just ice, all ice.
Huh.
I have, over the last week when it was like that, I've been turning on Gulf, but we'll try going all the way down the end. Usually when it's icy, the wind the snow will drift right in that corner, and that's the iciest spot, is right when you're turning up to the hold short line. But so far it doesn't look too bad.
All right.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dry. When was the last time you went flying?
In March, maybe?
Oh, it's been a while then.
Pretty sure, I think it was in July. It might have, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in
Yeah,
July.
I thought maybe it was sooner than that, but I could be wrong. Unless you did you go flying somewhere, like down in Florida or something?
Nope.
No? Okay. Alright, your trim set okay? Looks like it. There's not really a marker there, but it looks like it. Okie doke. Here and rotate at 55. Climb out. You're probably going to get pretty good performance there, so.
Alright.
Certainly not. VY is 74. You'll probably be able to go a lot faster than that. It'll probably be right up to like close to an en route climb, 85, 80, 85.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's touching the green already, so we're good to go.
Colonia traffic, Sky Canada 7055, taking off 26, Colonia.
You around?
They're on the left.
Yeah. Well, it's cold, but it's a nice day.
Yeah, that's good. I figured it was going to be cloudy out, but happy it's not.
Yeah, not much wind either. The wind is really, when it's cold, it's really brutal. Yesterday was.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yesterday and the day before. Ugh. Alrighty. Heading indicator looks alright. 265. That's a little. Okay, heels on the floor, no brakes. You might be touching the brakes a little there. Make sure you're on the bottom. There you go. Hey, gauges are looking good. There's 55. Pull up. Bring your nose right about to about an inch below the horizon. You can adjust your trim if you need to. We sort of made a guess on where that was supposed to be. Yeah, you can probably come up just a little more, right about like that.
Have a unit flight 1818 was wondering on the condition on runway 35, please.
Going direct out, or are we going to be going straight still?
Yeah, you can turn just like 30 degrees toward your course initially.
All right.
And then peek under your wing and make sure there's nobody coming that way. And then you can turn the rest of the way. Make one more call, just let them know you're departing to the southwest.
Colonia traffic, Tower Canada 7055, departing to southwest, Colonia.
Have a Unicom, Angel Flight 1818.
You can turn right on course. What altitude are you going to go down there at?
I do not know.
Good question, huh? Well, we're going southwest, so it's supposed to be an even plus 500, but that only applies if you're above 3,000 feet above ground level.
Columbia 2 Sierra.
So you could do 3,000 if you wanted.
All right.
If you don't like the bumps, you could go up to 45.
Do you know, is runway 3517
3,000,
properly plowed?
Yeah, 3,000 sounds good.
I'll stay up the spring.
When the lake at the end of the runway is frozen, that's considered ice in for pretty much the whole lake, or?
No. The big lake, it's mostly the broads.
Oh.
That's a good question. I wonder if it's ice in yet. We should
Okay, thanks a
probably
lot.
look
See you
at that.
shortly.
There's some areas that'll never ice in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a little spot right in front of gun stocks, usually the last to ice over. Sometimes it doesn't ice over at all.
Yeah. Huh.
Hey, there's 3,000. There you go. Get rid of some of that trim if you need to. And let's just bring this back just like an inch. That's good. Alright, you see where you are?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I asked you before, but once I get my license or whatnot, typically how long does it take to get checked out in the 172? So like another 5 hours or more, or?
Probably not that. Just a couple of lessons.
Yeah.
You've flown it before too.
Yeah.
So it's just might not take you quite as long, but I would say a couple of lessons.
Okay.
There's the racetrack.
I can barely see anything.
Yeah, everything looks different in the winter.
You fly over it at night with the whole lights, gift of lights thing?
Oh, that's right. They do that New Year's Eve or the light thing.
Yeah. Have you flown over it at night or not?
Yeah, I have. They're not that. I mean, they're okay to look at, but
Not that great.
yeah, everything's
It's about the same
smaller.
on the ground.
They're a lot smaller. It doesn't look as. It looks a lot nicer on the ground.
Yeah.
Have you driven through it?
Yeah, we went through it one year. It was alright. It was a little underwhelmed.
Entry runway 35.
I think it's nice to do once.
Yeah,
And then
it's
it's kind of
basically,
okay to not do it for a while
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. We got that in Concord. We can switch that over. And then just hit COM2 and then you can listen to your weather.
1515 Zulu. Wind 320 at 08. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -16 Celsius. Dew point -23 Celsius. Altimeter 3028. Remarks. Density altitude -3,900.
Let me push the winds one more time.
Concord Municipal Airport, Concord, New Hampshire. Automated weather observation 1515 Zulu. Wind 320 at 08. Visibility 10.
3208.
Sky condition.
I'll probably use runway 35. A little bit of a crosswind.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah, but
take a picture of the track for me.
I got a lot going on right now with my... Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Want me to take the plane for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the plane.
For aircraft.
I got like 4 apps running, and if I leave this screen, then I lose the camera.
That's fine.
Concord traffic, Skyhawk 97055, 10 miles to the northeast inbound Concord.
Awesome. Thank you.
You get it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you got the plane?
Yep.
All right, your aircraft.
My aircraft.
All right, you see the airport? It's kind of hard to see. There's a smokestack that's on the edge of the runway. The airport's actually over there. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. This says that it is 10 miles out. Over there. I was looking at those smokestacks. It's the wrong smokestacks.
I'm looking.
That way.
Oh, right over
That
there?
clearing, yeah.
Yep, I see it.
Everything looks different. Yeah. Keep it about 1700. And keep your nose up just a little bit that way. That way you just gradually cool the engine. Yeah, about 500 foot per minute rate of descent, which is good, right around 100 knots.
Let's do.
Excuse me, I tried not to do that in the mic. I didn't pull it away far enough, I guess. You can start bringing your mixture in a little richer. Now you can bring your power up and that'll shallow out your descent a bit. Go. Their traffic pattern altitude is 1,300 feet. So you see how you're going to get into the traffic pattern? You see the runway?
Right there, right? I just
Yeah.
want to double check.
So if we were to turn in this way, that would be 1.7.
All right.
So we actually want to get just like basically right over just by the city and parallel it.
Okay.
And then you'll be on a downwind for 3.5. You can give a radio call, 5 miles north, inbound for 3.5.
Concord traffic, Scott 97055, 5 miles out, inbound 35, Concord.
So with the ice on the taxiway the other day, did they say something over the ATIS or AWAS for that?
No, not over the AWAS. It's in the NOTAMs.
The NOTAMs, okay.
Okay. The runway is going to look a little different, especially it looks like it has some snow or something. It's all shiny, reflective. But you just figure about where the center line is, put that 2/3 of the way up the wing strut, and that should put you in the proper location. Now, before landing check, gas is on both, mixture's rich. Yeah, you can put the carb heat on. Primer's in and locked, looking good. Lights are on. Go ahead and give them a call, entering downwind 3.5.
Concord traffic, Scott, or correction, Concord traffic, Scott 97055, entering the downwind runway 35, Concord.
A little bit of a drift, get some wind from the west. Maybe do about 10 degrees right. And coming down to 1,300, just a little bit lower than Laconia. While we come in, we'll sort of scope out, see what the runway looks like. Looks like it's fairly dry, but there's some patches of ice there. And see that smokestack showing.
Yep.
Wind coming from the west. That's going to try to drift you towards the runway. It's going to give you a tailwind on your base leg. So, if anything, you want to err on the slightly wide side. There's 1300. Just hold that for now. About 2200, 2200 RPM. Can't see the numbers, but we know about where they should be. Somewhere right around here. So right here, you bring the power back to about 15 to 1700, maybe closer to 15. 10 degrees of flaps, and pitch attitude looks pretty good. A little bit nose down. 85 knots, just inside the white arc there, and about right around 500 foot per minute rate of descent. You're right on. So that's a nice pitch attitude. 45 degrees from the numbers. Look outside. Keep that pitch attitude and go ahead and turn. Good job using the rudder to help you in the turn. A lot of people kind of get lazy feet in the pattern. And when you're glancing over, that should be hanging right around 80. If it's slower, it's probably because, it might be because your rate of descent is, it might be because you pulled back. Or because your power was low. Looks good. Another notch of flaps. Concord traffic, Skyhawk 97055, space 235 Concord. Another notch of flaps. You don't want to angle in. You want to make a nice square turn. Otherwise, you'll end up high. And there you got 2 white lights, just slightly high, a lot high. Okay, and looking for about, it's not too bumpy, so you can probably go closer to 65, 70 knots. A little less power. Those top lights are turning pink. Get ready to add power. I feel a sink. Very good. When you feel the sink, you start adding the power. Don't wait for the lights to change. Very nice. And you see how you got a nice crab in here?
Yep.
Straighten your nose out now. About 70 knots, that's fine. 65, 70 is fine.
Fox traffic, Pilatus,
Reduce the power just
469 Alpha Fox, taxi from the ramp to runway 35.
Now just start watching the runway up and down, keeping that nose straight. Reducing your power. You got enough to land. Short final 35, Concord. Way down the runway and take your time. Keep bringing your nose up. I want the nose all the way up to the treetops by the time you touch down. Back, back, back. Keep pulling back. Keep pulling back. Keep pulling back. Keep pulling back. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, nice. And then roll those ailerons into the wind.
You guys at full stop?
Yeah, full stop, taxi back. We'll probably go to the next taxiway.
Thanks.
No rush, because he's coming down this way and it's icy, so it's a little icier than I thought it would be. So we'll just taxi right down that way and follow the Pilatus back.
All right.
Welcome to Concord.
Traffic not available.
Yeah, their runway is actually in worse shape than ours.
Figured they'd have it plowed a bit more.
Yeah, somebody said that they treated it, which I didn't think they could. But they were like us. I don't think I see anything. Certainly doesn't look like it.
So you think we're going to get a little bit of wake turbulence from that PC-12?
Probably not. He's not too big to he'll be gone by the time we get out there too. But he's not really big enough to worry about too much. Okay, go nice and slow to make the taxiway here. You got some nice dry spots here, but I don't know what the taxiway itself looks like. Definitely keep your crosswind correction in as appropriate. You'll have to move your ailerons when you turn.
Real icy over here.
Yeah, just take it slow. Start moving your ailerons the opposite way. Go. Okay, and stop for just a moment. Do an after land check.
Under is set.
Yeah,
Car
it just
peed
stays.
off. Mixture lean.
Yeah.
Flaps up. That's electrical.
You can leave that stuff on because we're going to take off again.
Alright. And then
Taxi back. Oh yeah, trim for set for takeoff.
it'll be good.
Okie doke. Taxi back.
Concord traffic plot is 469 Alpha Fox. Taking runway 35 will be departure. Left turn out to the southwest.
On this way, you'll have to turn your ailerons again, so you're away from a tailwind. This taxiway's not quite as bad. Taxiway's almost better than the runway.
So every plane in the hangar is Emerson's? That was in the new hangar?
What was in the hangar? The Archer, the Skyhawk, the Aztec, the Navajo, Skyhawk. Yeah, I think that was it.
Oh.
I didn't see, we had one customer 182. I didn't see him in there.
Yeah. Quite a collection.
Yeah, except it's supposed to be full of other people's airplanes.
Yeah.
You heard Dave.
All right.
I'm not making any money if I have that much room.
Yeah.
He's a pessimist, though.
Yeah.
I always tease him about that. He's pretty happy with that hangar.
That's nice.
It is.
You guys had that Lear in there for a while.
Lear?
I thought it was a Lear. What was it?
Oh, we
Maybe
had
it
a
was
Challenger in there for a bit. Yeah, they had gone to Skybright.
Yeah.
Skybright told them there were no hangars available on the field. And then they were all iced up, and they had to shovel their way out. They had to shovel themselves.
Oh man, I bet they
wouldn't help them shovel. I mean, eventually one of the line guys went out there, but
Fox and the left turn out to the southwest. Last call.
you know, I mean, they're not dressed for that. They're dressed for
being inside and heated.
Yeah, and then they got, you know, after all that, they couldn't go because they were getting ice.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a freezing drizzle. And I'm like, I was out there shoveling. They had borrowed a shovel from us.
Yep.
You guys want a hangar?
Yeah.
He said you didn't have one. Yeah, we got one.
Yeah.
So they ended up in there for like a week. A little over a week, I think. But then we were supposed to get a couple others coming in.
Yeah.
But because of runway conditions, one was a Falcon.
Oh, nice.
I think it was a couple of Falcons, 2 Falcons that were supposed to come in and go in the hangar. But they weren't able to get in because, you know, they can't land with that ice patch. A little bit of snowdrift. Hey.
Alright, flaps 0, carburetor heat cold, mixture rich, transponder out, throttle full open, and V. Alright.
You can probably plug Laconia in there now.
So would this The high wing aircraft, does it, do you have to swap tanks on this, or does it drain on its own? Like, equally, I guess.
It doesn't always go equal. So when you do your takeoff and landing, it has to be on both. But if you're en route and one's a little, it's burning a little more out of one than the other, you can switch to try to help balance them out.
Okay.
Concord traffic, Scout, Narasona 55, taking off 35, Concord.
So now you got ice and you got a crosswind. So you got to make sure that your feet are not on the brakes, and you got to make sure you have the proper crosswind deflection, because when you start picking up speed, it'll want to slide.
So wind's coming from left or right?
Correct. Yeah, you can see the sock way down there, but it's 320. Once you get centered up, make sure that's set on. It should be pretty close to 350. You can check it on the wet compass here. Just kind of stop for a second once you find the center line. I think it's actually over there, just there. That one. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, did a great job cleaning up.
Probably about a 355. Almost dead north. Okay. Does that look right?
Just about, maybe.
Just slightly towards the northwest side of north.
That about good?
Okay. Hey, engine gauges are looking good. Airspeed's alive. There you go. Nice takeoff.
Thank you.
Very nice. At full power?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, it looks good. The winds are getting a little bit stronger up here. Need a little more cut to the left. There's the Capitol.
Pretty awesome to see from the air.
Yeah, a nice pretty gold dome. Do you know why it has a gold dome?
I do not.
Because New Hampshire produced a president. I just learned that in the last year.
I didn't know that.
I never knew that either.
Huh.
The states that produce a president get a gold dome.
Oh, very cool.
All right, meaningless bonus points if you can tell me the name of the president.
Was it Jefferson or no? No.
Oh, he was Virginia.
I don't know.
Franklin D.
Oh,
Pierce.
yeah, Roosevelt. Pierce?
Pierce. Yeah,
Oh.
not FDR. Pierce.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, a pretty uneventful, not great president.
Yeah, figures right.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got our gold dome.
But you got the gold dome.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm from Minnesota. We don't have a gold dome.
There you go.
And it cut him some slack. He had a very tragic life leading into his term. He lost 2 sons and his wife, and he was pretty depressed about it. His wife was incredibly depressed, and I think she died.
Oh man.
I don't remember all of it, but yeah, he had a pretty tragic life, and the country was before the Civil War.
Yeah.
Very divided. Easy to find Laconia on a day like today. See Mount Washington there. And there's Gunstock.
I was gonna say, it looked like a large mountain. So.
What's that?
I was gonna say, it looked like a very tall mountain, so I didn't know if it was Mount Washington or not.
Yeah, that's Mount Washington right there. So we have a message. 024.
That should be on. Oh, no.
Oh, more, that's 0. Yeah, no, you're right. I think this cold is kind of making my head, I don't know, all muddled. You staying warm enough back there?
A little chilly back here.
Yeah?
Yeah, the other day it was in the Archer. It was quite warm.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, this is a pretty drafty plane. I mean, I covered up the vents, but
yeah,
you can't get everything. And the doors, it's right by the doors that you get a pretty good draft. I don't have any way of plugging that up.
Yeah.
Probably should have grabbed a blanket or something for you.
Yeah, that's all right.
We
I
do
have
that.
gloves in the back. I just...
Yeah, we do that like in a Aztec is kind of drafty in the back.
Yeah.
So we usually have blankets back there for people. I'll lean that out just an inch. The racetrack's your halfway point again, so that's when you can switch all your frequencies over, or you can do it beforehand. We're pretty much done with Concord anyway.
I think with the winds permitting, we could come in over 8.
Come in on 8?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If the winds are okay, but let's check them out. I think they were favoring 2-6. If they're light
Fort
enough.
Concord, New Hampshire.
Yeah, you gotta switch it over to Laconia.
0 at 0.
Cutting in and out, tucked away in the mountains.
1-3 Celsius. Dew point
Sometimes
minus
if you pull this
2,
out, that'll
3
be the squelch,
Celsius.
make it a little more sensitive.
Altimeter 3023. Remarks. Freezing rain.
3023 on the altimeter. Yeah, try pulling it out now.
Zulu. Wind 280 at 10. Peak gust 16. Visibility
10 to 16 knots on its way 0. I think we better stick with 2-6.
Sky condition clear.
Sounds good.
Temperature minus 1-3 Celsius. Dew point 2-3 Celsius. Altimeter 3023. Remarks. Freezing rain. Information not available.
I take it you're on school vacation right now?
Yep, till tomorrow.
What year are you in now?
Freshman.
Freshman. You're back in school tomorrow?
Yep, I fly out at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Going out of Manchester?
Yep.
I like flying out of Manchester better than Boston.
Yeah, it's a better airport.
Yeah. Where are you finding these bumps?
No idea.
Well, it's right over the Christmas lights.
What it is, all the thermals.
All the thermals from the Christmas lights.
Yep.
Are you in the CAP down in Florida?
Yep.
You like it?
Fun, yeah. Starting to actually experience the responsibilities.
Furnace Falls traffic,
Yeah?
Skyhawk,
NCOs.
54 Quebec.
That's good. Right?
Landing runway 16, downwind, Furnace Falls.
More work, more worry,
Yeah.
but kind of feels good to have a little responsibility.
Yep. Definitely fun.
Senses of accomplishment. Okay, make an initial call now. 10 miles southwest, down 26.
Konya Travis Tower, Narasano 55, 9 miles out, inbound 26, Konya.
We'll have to take a, while we come in, see if we can't see if the ice is all, the lake is all iced up or not. Oh, I think there's some open water there in that spot. Up by in front of Gunstock. See the darker blue?
Oh,
And it
yeah.
looks like there's some more over there too by, is that Wolfboro Neck? Kind of the broads to Wolfboro Neck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not ice in quite yet. Usually it doesn't happen until February, but I'm sure it'll probably happen if this cold keeps up.
Oh, yeah.
Early January would not surprise me. Okay, 4 minutes out. Could probably start at descent now. 1,700, 500 foot per minute rated descent. And let them know you're 5 miles southwest, downwind 26.
Konya Travis Tower, Narasano 55, 5 miles southwest, downwind 26, Konya traffic.
Okay, see taxiway echo.
Yep.
And kind of use that for your aim point. The winds might change as you're coming down. There's a little hill over here. I usually try to keep it, you know, to the right of that hill, so I don't have to go over it. Where you are is perfect. Good. Gas is on both. Mixture can come rich. Carb heat can come on whenever you're ready. Primer in and locked. Looking good. Quiet out. Yeah, that little spot right in front of gun stock there, that's the spot that's usually the last to freeze over.
Oh, yep.
And sometimes it doesn't totally freeze over.
Huh.
Okay, pattern altitude here, I'm sure you probably remember, is 1500. Probably have a pretty good tailwind once you turn on downwind. There's 1500. Bring your power rate up to about 21. Good. And I think I'd start the turn now, because you're going to get blown up.
Traffic not available.
Crank it right around. Oh, look. 2018.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, there's your beam point. About 15 to 1700. 10 degrees of flaps. Bring your power rate back. The wind might try to push you up the hill, so probably closer to 1500. And nose down. About 85 knots, 80, 85. Good. Very good. Okay, 45 degree point. Keep the nose coming down and start turning. Keep the nose coming down though. Something to want to pull back, especially with those hills there. Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 97055, turning base, runway 26, Laconia. Looking to be just inside the white arc, about 80 knots here. Good. Bring your nose up just a bit as you pull the throttle back. Not much, but you're still keeping the descent. Very nice. Okay, you're in the white arc, you can put down another notch. And keep this nice and square. Alright, so there's some patches of ice way down there, but if we land somewhere near the black, we'll be fine. Yep, plenty of airspeed, plenty of altitude. You can back the power off just a bit. Final 26, Laconia. And going over the Patrick's bump. Bump, 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 bump. There it is. Always sink right there. Very nice. Yep, just add a little bit of power. Good. And just gradually bleed the power off. Get yourself nice and close to the ground. Look way down the runway. Power to idle. Pull back on the yoke. Pull back. Left rudder, right aileron. There you go. And way down the runway. Just let her come down when she's ready. Roll the ailerons into the wind. Very nice. You can just keep it rolling. You're going to roll past the ice. As long as you got the ailerons in the wind, you're fine. A little bit of power. We'll go down to echo. There's nobody around, so I'm not in a rush to pull off the runway. Good for you to taxi on ice anyway. Oh, good job. Go. Hey, you can get a little power in there. And that is what you do if you start to slip. get you warmed up in case we get Alton Bay, ever get you on Alton Bay. Right?
That will be interesting, yeah.
I usually don't go in there if there's a crosswind, but... Okay, all the way back down to idle. Just take it nice and easy here. Yeah, you might have to add some power as you go. I think you kind of got a feel of it, how you can steer, you know, pull back with the yoke and then just use the power to help get a little rudder effectiveness. That. Good. Alright, now you can do a little multitasking. Normally we like to stop and do an afterland, but since you're kind of on the ice here, we can multitask a bit. Just kind of, number one, your attention's out here. See what you can do by memory. There you go. Now what you can do if you, whoop. You got a nice wide spot over here. And what you can do is hold the checklist up like this so you can just glance over. That way you don't have to look away completely.